Around 6 a.m. on November 8th, a man was dumpster diving on Ventura Boulevard and Rubio Avenue in Los Angeles when he discovered the torso of a dismembered female. The discovery of the dismembered female torso led to the arrest of 35-year-old Sam Haskell. Now, Sam is the son of Sam Haskell Sr., who is a Hollywood executive currently listed as the vice president and worldwide head of television for William Morris. He is also an Emmy-winning producer and a Hollywood agent who served as an agent for stars like Kathy Lee Gifford, Whoopi Goldberg, the queen of country music, Dolly Parton, George Clooney, and plenty of other big names that you would, without a doubt, recognize. Sam Haskell Sr. is also the ex-Miss America CEO, whom you might remember resigned following the whole fat-shaming scandal back in 2017, and his mother is former Miss Mississippi 1977. And while Sam Haskell's parents have clearly built quite the legacy for themselves, Sam allegedly, supposedly, I don't know shit about fuck, might leave behind a legacy of what not to fucking do if you want to commit a triple homicide and have a chance in hell of getting away with it. So let's get into it. On November 7th, the day before the discovery of the dismembered and headless female torso, Haskell allegedly hired workers to take away several heavy black plastic trash bags from his home in Tarzana. Allegedly, the workers were hired to move 3 large trash bags from the garage that Haskell told them were filled with rocks and then Halloween decorations. The workers are caught on surveillance camera loading the bags around 3:58 p.m. According to the workers, they stopped a block away from the house after becoming curious about the contents of the bags. The workers said the weight of the bags and the soggy, meat-like texture led them to feel like something wasn't right. Allegedly, supposedly, according to the workers that were interviewed, they stopped the car about a block away from Haskell's home and peeked inside one of the bags, where they found what they believed to be human remains, and the workers stated that they thought they saw a stomach and remembered seeing a belly button. With this, they promptly returned the bags back to Haskell's driveway and gave back the $500 that he had paid them for removing the bags. The workers are then seen on camera leaving the bags back at Haskell's property and pulling away around 4:15 p.m. The workers reported what happened to the California Highway Patrol, who sent them to Los Angeles Police Department, who told them to call 911. So they drove to the police station and called 911 to make the report. And while all of that is going down, Haskell is then seen on camera at 4:22 p.m. pulling out of his home in his white Tesla. A neighbor also allegedly reported seeing what they believed to be body parts in a bag outside of the Haskell home around 5:30 p.m. and called to report this to the police, but by the time the police arrived, the bags had been removed. And judging by how the rest of this played out, I think it might be safe to say that officers didn't do anything further with these 2 reports. The next morning at 6 a.m., the dismembered torso of a female was discovered in a dumpster on Ventura Boulevard and Rubio Avenue in Los Angeles. Surveillance videos from the area where the dismembered female torso was found show what appears to be a white Tesla pull up in broad fucking daylight around 4:45 p.m. and put the car in park near the dumpsters. You then see a male figure get out of what appears to be a white Tesla, pop the trunk, throw a large black bag over his shoulder, and walk the bag to the dumpsters, get back in the car, and then you see him drive away. And through that surveillance footage, and surprisingly not because of the 2 reported calls about dismembered body parts at the Haskell home, officers were led back to the house on the 4100 block of Coldstream Terrace in Tarzana, owned by Sam Haskell Jr., just 5 miles away from where the torso was discovered. discovered. Back at the Haskell home, detectives found lots of blood and evidence inside the home, which suggests the home was the scene of a murder. This led police and their beautiful and brilliant cadaver dogs to search dumpsters along the alleyway close to where the dismembered torso was discovered. The dismembered torso is believed to be that of Haskell's wife, May Haskell. Her parents, who lived at the residence with May Haskell and their 3 minor children, have also not been accounted for and are considered missing persons at this time. May's parents are considered missing because officers said that they are usually home around this time and that they have made several unsuccessful attempts to contact them. Their 2 vehicles, a white Volkswagen and a white Nissan Pathfinder, are also unaccounted for and currently missing at this point in time. 35-year-old Sam Haskell was arrested at the Tarzana Mall, and full stop, I am highly curious as to what the fuck he was shopping for after all of this, but I digress, and is being held without bond for the murders of his wife May as well as both of her parents. Bond will be revisited, as it stands today, after the December 8th hearing. Court records also show that back in 2008, Haskell was arrested for 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon, which he pled no contest to and only received probation for back in 2010. Sam Haskell also went by the alias Samuel Bassinger professionally and on social media, where on at least TikTok, because I took the Tortilla TikTok, shares some I guess you could say interesting TikTok videos and independent movies which he claims to have produced, none of which you or I have ever fucking heard of nor seen, but according to Google, star TikTok and Instagram models as well as other social media influencers, none of which I have ever fucking heard, but technically you just have to have a social media handle to be an influencer. So there's that. Another interesting little tidbit is that the Samuel Bassinger office appears to be in the exact fucking location of the dumpster which the torso was discovered in. And if everything is as it appears, not only did this man attempt to hire out help to remove the dismembered body parts from his home, but once that failed, it appears he then just took one of the bags to his work dumpster in broad daylight, where he is seen on cameras that surely to God he fucking knew about, dumping one of the bags into his work dumpster, and it's a bag that perfectly matches the description given by the workers that removed and then returned the bags. I also want to note that workers mentioned 3 bags, but only one was found in his workplace dumpster, which means hypothetically that the other 2 bags are still missing, and with only a female torso discovered, which is again believed to be May's arms, legs, and head are still missing, as well as both of her parents and the other 2 black trash bags. Honestly, I am surprised they haven't found the rest, given it appears he gave 0 fucks in his efforts to get rid of the remains and conceal the crimes, allegedly, supposedly. As I mentioned earlier, Sam and May have 3 elementary-aged children who also lived in the home. They were picked up from school by officers and are currently in the custody of the Los Angeles County Department of Children and Family Services. Now, if things are as they appear, Haskell is a great example of what not to fucking do when you want to get away with murder, allegedly, supposedly. Now, this is all we have on this developing story as of today, but we will see how this all plays out. That's a wrap for this situation, but make sure to subscribe to this podcast if you enjoyed today's content. And this is the sister station to the SoJo Files, so make sure to subscribe to that podcast as well if you're interested in that. You can also find me on social media, on YouTube and TikTok as the SoJo Files, where we have lives and shoot the shit talking true crime. It's pretty fun if I do say so myself, but of course I am biased. Also, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, I just celebrated my 2-year anniversary of podcasting, which is insane to me. I cannot believe I've been doing this for 2 years, and it has been such a wild, fun ride, and that is all thanks to you guys. So thank you so much for all of the love and support. I wouldn't be here today without each and every one of you, and I appreciate y'all more than you will ever know. I love you all. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you guys on the next episode.